We have reached June. The post-June cuts are a possibility now. We've passed OTAs. We're on our way to mandatory minicamp, and soon we'll be talking training camp. And we've also got a couple players that could be post-June cut candidates to save the Patriots some money heading into the 2025 season. But before we get into it, a lot of you people are going to be saying that I'm going to be hating about some of these cut candidates, one in particular. So for all you people that are hating, you know what? Screw it. Embrace the hate. Let it flow through you. So Spam F NYJ. F the Jets. F the Dolphins. F the Bills. Let me know down in the comments section down below. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper, and let's get into it. 3 cut candidates that are a possibility post-OTAs as we head into mandatory minicamp. And this first one in particular is going to probably surprise some people because when I was starting to do some research, when I was looking through the contracts and everything like that, I was actually surprised by this. And it's Kyle Duggar, the safety that is a veteran safety, and one who we've known as one of the focal points of the Patriots defense. A couple years ago, he was listed as the best Patriots safety, best guy on the defensive back. A solid year in 2024, 81 tackles, 4 pass breakups. He was dealing with some injuries throughout the year, but overall, not your best guy in coverage, but very good in run defense. And the one thing that I looked at, and I found an article, and this was Graham Wilker, and he specified why they could cut Kyle Duggar. He said, with Vrabel's additions of Marcus Epps and rookie Craig Woodson, Duggar could be in further trouble. Epps has struggled in pass coverage, but is historically very sound run defender, sporting the 3rd best score from Pro Football Focus back in 2021. Woodson is more versatile with slot cornerback flexibility, but has played free safety almost exclusively at Cal, and this all boils down to price and role. We know Kyle Duggar got a contract extension a few years ago, but if you look at those stats from last season, 13 games played, 44.3 PFF grade. Not the greatest. Let's just not put it lightly. This is not the greatest for Kyle Duggar. And going into 2025, if they want to keep him, he's going to have to show out. Let's just put it that way. Kyle Duggar has an out in his contract after this season, and with Mike Vrabel, he's kind of wanted to get a new wave in here, kind of not go with the Patriots past, kind of bring in his new regime. And we kind of saw that as a sign of they may want to change some things at the safety position with drafting Craig Woodson and signing Marcus Epps. That's a big sign. And with Epps, it's a much cheaper value to bring him in, and it's very similar production. Now, Marcus Epps also has an injury history. He did not play much in the 2024 season, but when you compare the two from Kyle Duggar's season last year and then Epps' season in 2023, I mean, you can look at the coverage grades and the PFF stats right here. He's better. Epps is better. Overall grade. Coverage grade. Look at that coverage grade for Kyle Duggar. 34.8. Bad run grade. Beats him. Now pass rush grade, but you're a safety. You're not going to be running against the quarterback. 66 tackles compared to 81 tackles. It's clear as day that maybe Duggar's best days are moved past him. So Vrabel could be wanting to move in another direction. We've seen it multiple times with a lot of other Patriots players that we were kind of shocked that they were cut. We didn't expect them to be on. We expected them to be on the team going into next season, and now they're not. It would also save the Pats a decent amount of money. And I went and looked at all the contract stuff, but Graham Wilker, he said it best in his article. Although a release before June 1, now this article came out like 2 days before June began, it wouldn't significantly benefit the team. A release after that timestamp, the post-June 1 cut is what he's talking about, would save the team approximately $1.1 million in 25 and split the dead cap between his $14 million and $9 million over the next 2 seasons. So that saves the Patriots a decent amount of money. You go and get a younger guy, and you have Epps. You bring in Craig Woodson, who's going to develop after a couple years and become probably great rotation piece in the Patriots secondary. I'm going to ask you guys, because he's been on the team for a while. I loved him coming out. I remember he was a second-round pick, or not second-round pick, D2 guy. That's what I meant to say. Division II guy coming out of Lenore Ryan. Shout out to that school in Carolina. Do you want to cut him, though? Type C for cut or type K for keep. Now, the next guy on my list, and all you people are going to be like, you're a hater. I see it in the comments because I've talked about him so much, and I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to embrace it at this point because I'm all about good play. And Javon Baker, you're not playing good. I'm all about good play. If you play great, I'm going to talk about you in great ways. If you play bad, I'm going to talk about how bad you were. And Javon Baker, man, you didn't play good in the preseason in 2024, and that's why you didn't get any really playing time last season. You got one catch, and then going into this year, his immaturity just shows that he's not ready to be a Patriot. And I could see him moving off of this roster easy. 11 games played, man. You got on the field 11 times, like 11 games, and you only recorded one catch for 12 yards. Come on, Baker. Come on, Baker. There's character issues there. Like coming out of UCF, he looked amazing. I'll say, yeah, he looked great at UCF. But I don't care what you did in college. I care about what you do in the NFL. I care about what you do for the Patriots. You haven't done shit for the Patriots. You say, I make people in wheelchairs stand up. That's what people do. I want to sit down when I watch you play. And we saw it at OTAs. He dropped passes, did warm-ups, and then Mark Daniels, he said this, that he caught a pass and was all flaunting about it, jogged back to the sideline, and everybody was pissed. Your teammates were mad because they had to wait there. Your head coach, who was a no-tolerance guy, had to wait there. It is just, it's not great for you. Javon Baker. It's not good. It's not good. And the Patriots they've kind of made it known, like, this is your time to shine or you're done. Because out of all the players that have gotten reps with the first team, catching passes from Drake May, being on the field at the same time as your starting quarterback that's going into year 2, Baker hasn't taken any reps with Drake May. Not one single play. Not one single rep. We've seen Efton Chisholm be on the field. We've seen Kyle Williams get on the field. We've seen Jalen Polk get on the field with Drake May. But Javon Baker has not. That speaks a lot of volume. And Phil Perry, who works with NBC Sports Boston, he was on his little podcast with Tom Curran. That was at Patriots OTAs when they were out to the public. And he said this. His spot on this roster is tenuous, to say the least. So they think that there's a possibility that he could be cut. If I think that there's a possibility that he could be cut, if Mike Vrabel has had a no tolerance and he's getting pissed at his wide receiver for not being productive and not just being humble, you had one catch, dude. I know it's your second year, but you got to prove it, and you're not proving it right now. So it could easily be a cut candidate. I want to see you do great. I want to see you be great because you were great at UCF, but you're not great in the NFL, and you better show it or you might be on a different team as we head into this season. Before we get into our last cut candidate, I just want to give a little update on the June sub battle. We are destroying the Bills, the AFC East rival. We can go with the Jets channel. We can go Dolphins today. We can battle all of them, but I showed the Bills breakdown to just show how much we are beating them. 51 subs to 3. You could skyrocket that up as this video is going down. So hit that big red sub button. Let's get it to over 100. Let's get 103 to 3. Let's show them who the best Patriots channel is on YouTube. Let's show who the best AFC East channel is. Hit that big red sub button. And also, I got to tell you guys about a little deal going, $14.99 for a Patriots t-shirt. It's a Nike t-shirt. I love the design. Patriots logo right in the middle with the football. You guys seen all the Patriots shirts I wear. I like good designs. I love repping my team. You should see my bedroom. I got Tom Brady posters everywhere. I got a comforter and everything. Chatsports.com/PatsT. Get your Patriots gear today. If you don't want to type it out like I don't, I'll have that in the comments and description of today's video. Once again, chatsports.com/PatsT. The last one, and it's an offensive lineman, Mr. Cole Strange, going into his last year of his deal because they declined his fifth-year option. And Cole Strange, I'm looking for this to be a bounce-back year for you. You didn't play many games because you were recovering from a torn patella tendon, and I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay, but you also have a history of getting hurt a lot. You were draft pick back in 2022. When you were healthy, you didn't really show me a lot. You didn't show me but you were a rookie, so I understand that. But then 2023 and 2024, you weren't on the field whatsoever. So the Patriots, do they really want to take a risk and keep him on the field keep him on the team when obviously there's a lot more talent on the roster as they rebuilt this entire offensive line. Really, they rebuilt the entire offensive line. Now they still have a little problem at left guard, and that's why Cole Strange is still on this team. But if you look at his stats in 2023, he played 10 games. That's not really a big sample size. He allowed 3 sacks in 10 games as a guard. Usually guards don't allow sacks. 22 pressures, they were getting to the quarterback. 64.7 PFF grade. It's not good, man. It's not good. And in OTAs, they brought a guy in from the Vikings who I think only played 2 games last season, Tyrese Robinson. He's gotten reps over Cole Strange, and that kind of says to me, all right, they're looking. They're trying to find somebody at left guard. Also, Jared Wilson, their draft pick, who plays majority of center, but you could also move him to left guard if you want to just find something. Mike Reese said this, and it just kind of stuck with me. And this was I was the same surprised as he was, seeing Tyrese Robinson at left guard. Open practice, aligning next to Campbell, who's been a fixture at left tackle. Campbell's left tackle. 6'3", 319-pound Robinson was claimed on waivers from the Vikings last November, and appeared in 1 game. I think that the Patriots are they're done with Cole Strange. They've seen what they needed to see, and that's why they declined his 5th-year option. They don't feel like paying him. It's a lot of money to keep a guy, but when you can't stay on the field, you haven't been productive, it speaks for itself, guys. There's no reason to keep him. For me, it saves them a lot of money in 2026. It saves them 16.7, declining that. And I say this is a potential cut candidate. This is only if you find somebody. If you find somebody that's going to be that starter. Because if you cut him right now, I looked at over the cap. I look at everybody at post June 1 draft, post June 1 cut. Goose egg. You don't save any money. So unless you're going to bring in somebody, trade for somebody, there's no reason to cut him, but it's a potential cut candidate just because it looks like that they want to move off of Cole Strange and they don't see him in the future of the Patriots. For me personally, I'm not cutting him. I'm trading him. I'm trying to find somebody. But is there any team out there that's going to want to take in that contract for a 1-year rental and just say, yeah, we'll take him in. He hasn't shown much, but after a year, they're just going to get rid of him? Because I guarantee you, no one's going to re-sign a guy for a big deal after trading him. So I don't see much trade value for Cole Strange in the future just because of the implications that there are. If he wasn't a free agent, if they did accept into that team option, you could have that possibility, but then nobody wants to take that contract because it's so much money. Name one person that you think could be cut before the season. I was also looking at Kendrick Bourne. I think he could be a cut candidate. Anthony Jennings. There's a bunch of guys, but those are my 3. Let me know down in the comments section below a player that you think could be cut before the season ends. And also, hit that big red sub button. Subscribe to Patriots Today. And if you want to keep talking Pats, not on the channel, I'm always talking Patriots. Twitter, Instagram, follow me at The Real Alper. I'm talking all there. My DMs are wide open. So hit me up. And as always, let's go Pats.